So we're on the way to the gym. Brought Ramel with me. He's getting back on the gym thing. Why did you actually fall off? Was it COVID or uni? Or?
When it first started, it was probably COVID because I started going gym. But I was doing home workouts, but you know how long it lasted. It lasted a bit, but then after that, I never really got back into it.
How long's it been like, man? 2 years without being fully on it?
Basically 2 years, and I've probably gone maybe 30 times in 2 years.
So what's the weight difference?
When I was in my best shape, I was like 82 kg. The heaviest I got during uni was 93.
I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright.
Push, push, push. That's what I like to see. So how does it feel being back in the gym?
My endurance is bad, but obviously just gotta get back into it kind of thing.
Oh, it's always the main thing, you know, is that it's more the endurance than the strength.
Yeah, it's more the endurance than the strength. Because I think even last time I went, I done the heaviest on dumbbell. I hit 40, which I've never done before. So my strength is alright, but it's just my endurance is terrible.
One more. So as you can see, people, today's video is going to be covering my brother and how his fitness journey is going since like quitting the gym and like getting back into it. And we'll also kind of look over how much muscle did he lose, because 2 years of virtually no training, you know what I mean? A lot of people will say that's a death sentence for their gains. We're also going to go over like what his current goal is now. Like, is it to build muscle or lose weight? How much weight do you say you're planning to lose?
Okay, so I want to lose about 10 kg, so what's that? That's like 22 pounds?
Yeah.
I'll put on 22, so that's what I want to lose to get back.
Oh yeah, the thing to factor in as well, the reason he knows that is because he knows what his lean weight was.
Yeah.
So it's not a guess. If you've never been lean or kind of thin and you don't have no idea what your goal weight should be, don't pick one, because you're going to pick a number that may be too far off or too far close. Like me personally, I know my lean physique is around the mid 160s. If you're overweight and you have no idea what your lean weight is, don't set a weight goal. Just keep doing what you're doing, and as the weight falls off, you look in the mirror and decide when you're happy, and then that's your maintenance, and stay around that weight. You know what I mean? Don't just pick a random number and shoot for it, because it's just bad habits.
Step one is just get back in the gym, that's it.
Actually, no, step one's knowing that you're not where you was.
Yeah, so step one, admit the truth, don't be in denial. Step two, plan what you're going to do about it. Step three, go in the gym. Even if you go for 30 minutes and just do a kind of crap workout, if you just force yourself to go a few times, eventually, once you get in the flow, you're not in the same for an hour. Kind of.
Even Kareem, my girlfriend, like literally, she was not really motivated. She had like this anxiety about coming to the gym. Since I've been coming with her, she's more willing to come like when we're free time, just come in a few times a week, get back in there and do whatever you can, and then over time you'll get the love for it, or in general you'll start feeling motivated because you're seeing progress, like you're getting better in the gym, your endurance is better. It's not always about trying to look in shape. Big thing to point out as well is that this is him of 2 years of being inconsistent. From the footage you've seen, it's good to know that the gains don't just disappear. Like he's not, I wouldn't say he looks like a complete beginner again. You know what I mean? And that's just from muscle memory, from years of actually training beforehand. Even when he fell off, he still looks fairly good. Like even me falling off, you watch the footage back, like the other videos, I would probably say I'm still in shape for the average person. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm in shape for me.
Yourself, exactly.
I hold myself to a different standard, but in regards to a typical person, because I put all those years upon years upon years conditioning myself, my fall off physique is still better than probably the typical non-lifter, you know what I mean, which is a good thing. So the gains don't disappear is what I'm trying to get at. Try pull a little bit higher up on your chest. For the workout that you've seen on screen, obviously we just kind of went through a very light workout. This actually was a rest day for me, but my little brother messaged me and said he wanted to go to the gym, and because I know that he hadn't been on it properly, I thought, you know what, I'll go. So just a nice little light workout. It was only, I think, maybe 50 minutes at the max. We just kind of got through a few movements, you know what I mean? You can see that he's getting fatigued on there. I basically stuck to all the weights he basically did apart from on dumbbells, just because I had my own routine ready for the next few days. I didn't want to kind of mess up completely, so I just kind of kept it light like he did. But also it was interesting seeing him be in that stage that I was in like a few months ago, where literally working out, my muscles and my arms will just get fatigued and seize up. I won't be able to move the weights. Like I've still got it a little bit now, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. And I can see that he's in that point now. You know what I mean? It's not a case of losing bare gains, because he said he's still got fairly decent strength. It's the fact that the endurance of it is just kicking his ass. So that's one of those things that those of you watching will probably experience when you stop the gym for a while and start back. It's not just the strength straight away. It's just simply the activity of moving really can be like really taxing for people. Control on the way down a bit more. Overall, I will say I'm happy to see him back in the gym, getting the activity back in. But with all that being said, I do think that his physique managed to keep up fairly well, considering he barely went to the gym during this period. Yes, he gained weight, so he doesn't look as defined as he once was, like in the older clips I've probably put on screen. But I wouldn't say it's terrible. I would say that he's still got muscle in there. He doesn't look a complete beginner. So for those of you out there that are terrified, like some of you may not be able to train for like the next month or two, they always fret that they're going to lose all the gains. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a newbie, obviously, it's if you've only been training for a few weeks, then yes, you may not retain all the gains. But if you're someone that's been training fairly frequent for years, or at least a year, consistently putting the effort, all those gains won't drop away at the drop of a hat, you know what I mean? And even the muscle that you do lose, you can gain it back fairly quickly. You know what I mean? It's muscle memory. So don't be fearful in those periods of your life where you may not be able to train for whatever reason, whether it's a new job, you haven't got the time, or you got kids now, you haven't got the time for a month or two, you want to get into the balance. But anyways, I'll leave you guys to the rest of the vlog.
I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay. I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay. These days I get replays, blue faces, how I decorate it.
Good pain in your face. I know your limits. My old man shoulders couldn't take that twisting. My chiropractor punched me in the face even though I was just doing it madness for the sake of it. So I'm gonna do dumbbell front delt raises. The weight isn't a problem, it's the twisting and the joints they set up like that.
Tied me down like shoestrings, connected the loose change. Those were the days that made me. She on my line like a beacon. She could have swore that I was cheating. Be honest, I was barely breathing. Chasing the life how I wanted it, knowing that you was all that I need. Puzzle that all of the pieces that fit like a glove. You sit it right in front of me. How I don't see it. Hit up the Brody to vent, like daughter tonight, take it easy. Am I on or something, or am I reaching to be validated? Instead, I get told from the parties.
You feel good?
For the breaking, look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything.
Any final words?
So man, like, comment, subscribe.
All of that jazz.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we are now gone. We're gonna go home, eat some chicken, and actually, I'm gonna say that. Going out. Sounds racist.
Eat some protein.
I'm eating protein, yeah, pause. Yeah, in a bit, people.